Thank you all for coming. We're going to go ahead and get started. Excuse me. We will. I'm going to introduce a couple of folks, but I'll start off, and then we have some the folks behind me to kind of speak to more aspects of this project. So, by way of introduction, we've got Pastor Aragon and his whole crew from God's Warehouse. You can recognize them in the shirts.
Yeah.
We've also got Joanne Landry from Trumbull Neighborhood Association. We also have Robert from Teen Challenge. He's going to talk in a minute. We have a bunch of folks from the city, including our CAO, Sarita Nair. We got Carol, Family and Community. Hopefully this crowd recognizes these folks by now. Lisa, Housing and Homelessness.
Yeah.
Public Health and Behavioral Health. Gilbert, Doug, Housing, and other stuff. Okay.
We got Roadrunner here.
And Roadrunner. Yes.
Lisa.
Lisa, and I'll call you up at the end. Sure. Okay. So, we're here announced today that we are continuing our efforts to try and address homelessness on a number of fronts. And by extension, things like behavioral health and hunger, and the other challenges associated with homelessness. And as folks might remember, I want to reiterate that we're doing a whole lot differently under our administration. Number one, we've kept the homeless shelter open on the west side now year-round. Part of that is coordinating the transportation to take people there whenever we can in the best way possible. This is the first step into expanding beyond downtown. So we're announcing today the first stop in our homelessness shelter shuttle, which I'm sure has a fancier name, right here in the Southeast Heights, right in the heart of the International District. This has been a disconnect for decades in terms of services that are available elsewhere and where people are located, and also getting some services here. So even though in many ways this is a stop on a bus route, this is so much more than this. This is a bridge, this is a lifeline to a set of services across town, literally from the International District to downtown, all the way out to the shelter on the west side, that has never been there before. And it's something we should have done a long time ago, but now, with the partners that we have, with God's Warehouse, Roadrunner Food Bank, Teen Challenge, and our neighborhood partners, we're actually able to do this. And so we're gonna hear about a little bit of this, so let me really hand it over to them, but I wanna remind folks, we've got 450 beds out on the west side. There are vacancies there. There's about 300 that are being used every night. So every one of those empty beds is an opportunity for someone primarily to get a better night's sleep, but also to access the services that they need. And so the drop-off here is going to be at 6 p.m. each day and drop-off 8 a.m. in the morning. And so to hear more about this, I want to introduce some of the folks involved in this, starting with Pastor Aragon from God's Warehouse. Pastor.
Thank you, Mayor. All I'd like to say, I'd like to thank God and thank the mayor and the city of Albuquerque. This is a dream come true. So many times we have fed thousands of men and women here on the streets, and always wanted to offer them a place to shelter. The streets are dangerous, but thank God that the city of Albuquerque has come through to pick up men and women in this area to take them to a safe locality. You know, this area is the heart of the city of Albuquerque. A lot of people don't realize that there's two different cities of homelessness. There's one downtown and there's one in the Northeast Heights. We are honored and pleased, and the faith community here in this area, to join with the city of Albuquerque to help them that are misfortunate and not having shelter over their heads or food in their stomach, to give them another day of life. We have seen many successes since the shelter has opened up. Many have walked in here and have gotten apartments because of the help of the shelter. So I want to take my hat off to the city of Albuquerque, but also a very, very important thank you to Mayor Keller for thinking of this area. A lot of people have forgotten about the International District, but Mayor Keller has a heart for it, and the city of Albuquerque and Lisa and all of them that have put effort. And we are honored to be used and to be partners, not only with the city of Albuquerque, but with Roadrunner, Teen Challenge, and many others. Roadrunner Food Bank provides us a lot of food here that we send up to the shelter so they can have a snack to eat like anyone else at night. Thank you, Roadrunner, for what you do. You know, but most of all, I just want to thank the citizens of Albuquerque for whatever you do to help them that are hurting. If you ever want to come down to God's warehouse and see for yourself how a homeless person lives, you would be touched and want to come back. Because I have been touched, and I am honored to work with them that are in the streets, and more honored to be part of the city for helping them on the streets. Thank you, Mayor.
Well, Pastor, thank you so much for your ministry and your faith and your flock who's helping out with every aspect of this. Another important partner is Robert Marquez from Teen Challenge. Robert?
Thank you, Mayor. Good afternoon. I would also like to thank the City of Albuquerque and Mayor Keller for making this opportunity available today for us, for the ongoing outreach to help the homeless. And Teen Challenge is just blessed to be a part of it. We love Pastor Chuck's heart and what he does for the homeless. And when we started to come down here to bring our students in to serve, we were touched and we were drawn back here. And so I believe that Teen Challenge can be a part of the solution by helping out, by partnering with them, continuing to serve, and also we can do the next step. When those people that go to the shelter have a substance abuse problem, they can look to us. We're just one of the many faith-based programs in Albuquerque. We have a year-long residential treatment program where we take individuals in with a Christ-centered curriculum and help for them to see their life transformed, free from drugs and alcohol. So thank you for letting us be a part of it. Teen Challenge is here to serve, and we're looking forward to it because you know what? The best is yet to come. Thank you for giving me a chance to speak.
Okay, and to speak on behalf of Roadrunner Food Bank, also we have Joanne. Alyssa.
That's okay.
Alyssa Barr.
No problem. Thank you.
You were standing next to Joanne.
No worries. Even with my heels, I'm shorter than everyone else. Thank you so much for having us here today. We're so glad that we can be part of this celebration. Roadrunner Food Bank has been working with the feeding network across the state for 40 years. And one of the things that's very special about being part of this partnership is that it not only includes the charitable and religious sector, but as well as government. And that is something that we know we need all parties to be able to address hunger and homelessness. So we're just so honored to be part of this, so honored to be part of the relationship with God's Warehouse in the city, and look forward to continuing to be part of it as we find solutions together.
Okay, so let me again also thank Roadrunner Food Bank for all they do all around the city. And maybe just a few quick words from our neighborhood representative here, Joanne Landry from Trumbull neighborhood.
All right.
It's wonderful to have all this inclusiveness of all the faith-based. We have multiple pastors in this community that really come together, share the resources to make a difference. We have so many homeless. I've never seen as many. I know I'm a minister also, and we're getting ready to open a day place, a safe place with showers and laundry area, a respite area, so that the people that we all work with will be able to have more resources. So we love God's Warehouse. They share their resources with us, and we're all making a big difference together. Thank you.
Okay, well, I want to thank everyone for coming and also let folks know, you know, we know it's a long road, whether it's recovering from addiction, whether it's dealing with homelessness, but it's a road we want people to go on together with the community. That's the only way to get down it. And it's part of that whole notion of One Albuquerque. And so the partners who've spoken today are demonstrating what it means to really step up and partner with the city. And so we're excited for a number of projects. I think hopefully in the next year you'll be hearing about a related project in Trumbull neighborhood with Joanne.
Amen.
And we finally got that building, I believe, purchased.
Yeah.
So 99 bond, eventually be moving in there. And so we're going to continue slowly and steadily working up and down Central to make this the best neighborhood it can be.
All right.
With that, thank you so much and have a good rest of the week. Thank you.